What's up, everybody? Yo, that girl, Amy Mignon. It's good to see everybody. Yeah, man. That movie is fantastic. Yeah. That's the kind of movie that when you watch it, it absolutely sticks with you, in a really unpleasant and refreshing way at the same time. Um, and unpleasant in the sense that it really what's up, Rosa Lang? It really what it does is it touches on subjects that movies generally don't, but especially um, comic book movies or movies based on comic book characters that they make cartoons of, which is pretty insane. And I yeah, it's just been it's never been done before, but it's refreshing for the same reasons at the same time, because I'm a huge Batman fan, and I've always thought that these characters, um, written in the right way. What's up, Greg? Amen, Greg. Written in the right way and under the right circumstances, you can make these characters very, very believable. And they are very, very, very deeply disturbed characters and disturbing characters at that. I mean, I don't know so much about characters like Poison Ivy or Mr. Freeze, not so much, but characters like Penguin, very much like in the way that they did it in yes, Robbie, we are twerking, my man. We are absolutely twerking. Um, Robbie, hey, why don't do you want to come on panel with me? That would be dope. I would absolutely love that. Um, but you let me know if you want to, and I'll drop a link. But I would be absolutely honored if you would. But yeah, not so much, not so much, uh, in the sense that, like I was saying, Poison Ivy or Mr. Freeze, these are far-fetched characters, but you have Penguin, like in the show Gotham, he was like a mob boss, and they have weird nicknames, so it makes sense to have these mob bosses with these nicknames like Penguin and Joker. And um so I always thought it would be a really cool way to write them, and I think that they do that. Oh, okay, say Robbie, that's cool. I think that they do that to I think they in like the Christopher Nolan take on the Batman films. I think he absolutely tried to do that while keeping it true to you know uh, that kind of cool superhero-ness that we and kind of that corniness that we want. I don't want to say corniness. I want to say just that sense of innocence to it too, from reading a comic book as a kid, or watching cartoons as a kid, and these sort of things. So but I always thought that Batman had the kind of characters and background story that could make for a very, very interesting psychological take on these characters, whether it be in a comic book or a graphic novel or a movie. And Joker is the embodiment of this fantasy that I've had for a movie since I was a kid. And yeah, Jack's mom, absolutely, I agree with you there. Heath Ledger is I mean, I don't like to say, hey, what's up, Joan Brown? I don't like to say which Joker is the best or debate people on I mean, to to make any type of art into some sort of competition, I find kind of odd. Oh, wow. Joan Brown, it's right. You are Robbie's mom. That is so awesome. And yeah, you've come in here before and I didn't put it together, but yes, I remember seeing you in Robbie's chats and him addressing you as mom. Welcome to the Glarer. Everybody say hi to Robbie's mom, Joan Brown. She's the greatest. You got a great young man there. But I absolutely I don't like to uh I don't like to make art into competition. I don't like to say this band is better than that band. I mean, in that case, in some cases, it's a plausible argument because sometimes you get a bunch of pretty boys together and you give them some song that you know is going to be a hit and it sells record, and then you compare them to a band like Zeppelin, or Nirvana, and you're like, okay, that's if you want to talk ethics as far as being an artist goes, yes, there are better bands out there. But I don't think that applies when discussing like the different Jokers, because people say, oh, Cesar Romero was the best, or Jack Nicholson was the best, or Heath Ledger was the best. And Mark Hamill being one of them, in Batman the Animated Series. The guy who played fucking Luke Skywalker was the voice of the Joker. That's mind-blowing. But it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite takes on the Joker. So I like to try to do it in I'll play favorites, but I won't say who's better or who wasn't. It just depends on the type of Joker that appeals to you, the type of version of that character that appeals to you best. And yeah, Dark Knight is definitely probably my favorite Joker for sure. Yeah. Heath Ledger is my favorite Joker. He mastered that character and did it in a way that had never been seen or done before. And it's almost as if he didn't use any other previous Jokers as any type of influence. And I'm not saying that he didn't, but it seemed to me like he did. What's up, Jamie Lynn? It seemed to me like he kind of just did his own thing, and just got deep into character. And it was so sad. I'm not big on the Oscars, but it was really sad to see him win because he deserved it, but not be there to accept his award for a comic book character. I think the only other actor that ever won an Oscar for playing in a comic book movie was Brando for his role as Jor-El in the first Superman. yeah, Joan, I know, it's crazy. I remember seeing you in the chat. I just I I remember seeing you in the chat, but I just forgot that I couldn't put it together. I didn't think to put it together. And now that Robbie goes, "Hi, Mom," I'm like, Joan Brown. I remember seeing her in other chats, in Robbie's chat. I think probably even in Darling Nikki's chat, maybe, or Antimony's, one of those two. But yeah, it's fun. I'm absolutely like, hey, Doodlebug, what's up? As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something right now. I'm gonna do something real quick. Oh, I don't even need to do that. I can just do it here because I have it pulled up. All right. I am giving honorary wrenches to Save Robbie and to Doodlebug, because Doodlebug has been a fantastic, incredible supporter and listener, and I really, really appreciate her a lot. Wait, did you just say You see, you see your mom in misery's chats. Okay, yeah, that brings me to a certain subject. Um, that brings me to a certain subject real quick. So the last couple of lives I talked misery up quite a bit as a creator, and and I still feel that way. I'm not trying to get to any place where I don't. Actually, I'll just get to the point. Hey, okay, it's really obvious that a guy like Misery, and I can only hope to be to that point where, I mean, I maybe I lack the confidence or I haven't, but this I he has a way about him that I can see rubs people the wrong way, and I think that's actually part of the charm of what I like about his channel. And um so here I go on my channel, because I'm very, very open and I love this community and I love to support the other creators as much as I can. Um, and oh man, I can already feel it. I'm about to go on a rant. Uh, but please, 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 guys, I appreciate you subscribing and I appreciate you listening. But don't send me emails trashing other creators. Please, please, please. Don't don't send me emails trying to get me to stop listening to someone, because first of all, when people do that, I have this weird natural thing inside me, um, where I like to do exactly the opposite of what people seem to want to get me to do, and it's a problem. It's been a problem my whole life, but at the same time, it's not a problem, not in situations like this. So I'm just actually trying to save you some trouble. Anybody, if I talk up a creator here on my channel, okay, first of all, it's my channel to do so, and I like the idea of being a part of a community and being supportive of other creators, because I'm just up here doing my thing, and it's nice when others are supportive of me, and it's a really nice little dynamic I've got going with certain members of the community, and I'm enjoying it. But I don't give a shit what they've done in the past. I don't give a shit about these things that they've been that they've been accused of. I don't give a shit about videos that are made uh, of them in order to trash them and in order to expose who they really are. I'm just not interested in that shit, and and that's okay. uh I get what you're doing, and you've convinced yourself that you're coming from a place of just looking out, right? You're just looking out for me and you're looking out for my listeners because I'm recommending these channels, and okay. I but here's the thing is I call bullshit on that, and I'm not calling you a liar. What I'm saying is I don't think that you actually are aware of the real drive behind what you're doing. You're not aware of the place where it's actually coming from. You've convinced yourself that it's coming from a place of, hey, I'm just looking out for you and I'm just trying to protect you, but it's not. It's coming from a place of hating that creator. It's coming from a place of just not liking what that creator is doing and not agreeing with anything that they've said or done. And um, I like to make my own opinions. And showing me that stuff, all it does is show me that people don't like the guy. And that's okay. I say it all the fucking time, guys. I say it all the time, and I I mean it when I say it. Uh, if I'm not saying, if what I'm saying isn't pissing someone off, then I'm probably not saying anything worth actually listening to. And I strongly believe that, because what I want to do is when I'm up here talking, I do want to strike a chord with people. I want to get their I want to get their minds buzzing. Um, that's really what I get out of this. And it sounds to me like that's what he's doing in his own fashion. And it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And it's really dark humor. But I have no doubt in my mind at this point that that humor is simply that, just dark humor. It's all it is. So I don't care, as far as that goes. In if he's doxed people in the past or anything like that, I'm not condoning doxing. I don't think that doxing's okay. And if I see a creator doxing, I don't care who they are, I'm going to call them out on it and let them know that I don't agree with their actions. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to stop believing in them as a creator. Just because I see something like that, I think, okay, well, maybe they got caught up in the moment. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not trying to make excuses for doxing. What I'm saying is that that doesn't necessarily, someone's actions one or two times doesn't necessarily dictate to me what type of person that they are, um, in a general manner. And the thing is these creators, and it's nothing personal. I love these creators. I'm a big fan of these creators, but I've said this before and I've been very clear about it. I consider them friends, but I consider them friends in a realistic manner within this realm. I'm probably never going to meet these people. I'm probably never going to hang out with these people. I'm probably never going to know their deepest personal problems, other than what they choose to share and what we choose to share on our channels. What we feel comfortable sharing with our friends in this particular platform. So that, I promise you, is very different than what they would share in real life. And so I know my place with that. And I think that they know their place as far as our relationship goes. We have a nice dynamic and it works and it's pleasant. And just because I may disagree with something that you've done doesn't mean that I don't want to associate with you, or I don't think that you have something um, worth continuing to do. So please don't, just because you don't like a creator, uh don't try to convince me that they're not, that they're bad people or anything like that. Because I'm just not interested. I'm only interested in their content, and I'm interested in how we treat each other as a community. So hey, what's up? A whole lot of Rosie. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Pralines and Cream. Um, so I'm just, I'm here. I'm here to entertain. That's what I'm here to do. And I feel like sharing a very, very intimate part of myself with you is entertainment. And it's entertaining to you, and it entertains me, and interacting with you guys entertains me, and seeing you guys interact with each other in the chat entertains me and entertains you. So I enjoy this dynamic that we have been happily and very peacefully uh uh you know this I'm enjoying that we've had this, and been able to maintain it. And sometimes there's hiccups here and there, and that's cool. But if you look at history, as far as since I've started this channel and people that I've ended up having problems with, these are problems that maybe I initiated by speaking up about something, but they end up at the end of the day being that other person's decision to not want to associate. And I never once said I didn't want to be a part of this person, or be friends with this person anymore. I never said anything like that. All I've ever said is I don't agree with that, and I think that we can do better. That's it. So and if I feel that way, I'm going to do it. But at the same time, I'm not interested in knowing uh, how you feel about this person. That's drama. That's when it becomes drama. When you start using my email, that the purpose of it is to have people email me with things that they want to talk, they want to hear me talk about on my channel. But if you're trying to get me to trash a creator, then no. First of all, I'm never going to do that because somebody else asked me to do it. I'm going to do it because I have a problem with something that they're doing. And and I'm not going to do it at all because I'm not going to trash that creator. I'm going to speak passionately about a particular creator's actions, possibly, maybe, likely, but I'm not going to trash that creator. It's not my place to do it. So uh if I come up here and I'm trying to do something positive by letting somebody know and filling them in on my experience in that creator's channel, which is what I did when I discussed misery, um, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed talking about it, and I enjoyed the experience I had in that channel. I don't need emails telling me, with links to videos trashing this person, and under a fake account, some made up thing, and all that tells me. I mean, I keep talking about this. That when you when you message me or email me and you're using some fake account, I it's coming from nobody to me. In my head, that's coming from nobody. That's coming from fucking thin air. It's nothing. There's absolutely no substance to it, dude. So I'm not interested. I'm not interested in what you have to say unless you come at me like a friend. Correct. But if you use my email address to troll someone else, some other creator, I'm going to shoot you down. Now, I didn't even respond to the email. And I'm not trying to put that person out. I mean, it was a fake account anyway, but I'm not going to sit there and put, the name of the person from the email on there and show screenshots. And blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to do all that bullshit. All I'm trying to tell you is that's you. I'm not about that shit. I'm just simply not about that shit. So don't email me with it, please. I'm asking you politely to not email me with that kind of bullshit because it doesn't interest me. And until misery does something to me, or or does something fucking illegal that's fucking, literally hurting someone, and I'm hearing it on his channel, that's going to be up to me to make that decision. I don't want to hear it from somebody else, and I don't need the fucking recommendations. And I'm not going to contribute to that kind of behavior because that kind of behavior implies somebody who wants to shut someone up. And I can't get behind anybody who's trying to shut somebody up. I don't like that shit. I don't like censorship, and I don't like the idea of someone's basic freedom to express their opinion even being threatened in any way whatsoever. Those of you who have known me since I started, which has not been that long. It has not been that long. It's only been maybe 7 months, something like that, right? It hasn't been that long. So yes, to some of those haters that I already have out there, yes, I am a newbie. I am a proud newbie. I'm enjoying being a newbie. I'm enjoying being a naive newbie who doesn't know much about the world that he's in right now, who has John Crimes come on John Hinged come on his panel and make a friend with, and try to explain how dirty this fucking platform can be, and try to warn me of how dirty and ugly this platform can be. Yeah, I'm that guy, but I'm okay with being that guy right now. I'm enjoying being that guy right now. I'm enjoying meeting these people right now. I'm enjoying learning for myself who I think is a shitbag and who isn't. So don't fucking waste my email with that. I just it don't waste my time, please. Um, everybody has the right. You could sit up here and you can talk about anything, anything at all, and it's not going to matter to me what you're talking about. But if somebody is trying to shut you down because they don't agree with what you say and how you say it, and somebody is trying to take away your right to express that, I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to have your back. Whether I agree with what you're saying or not, I'm going to have your back. As a fellow member of this community and as a YouTube friend. I like my YouTube friends a lot. I've been talking about them for the past couple of lives. So you're just not gonna sway me some other way by sending me fucking these videos of dragging these creators and exposing them for who they really are. I mean, that's some fucking bullshit. What is that fucking ominous fucking Alfred Hitchcock bullshit? Come on, man. You don't know the real Misery. I mean, oh, really, Misery? I mean, he'll say something and then it's like they end up, there's some fucking weird douchey narrating voice in the background that's like, oh, really, Misery? And it's, come on, man. Like, I'm supposed to take that shit seriously? I'm supposed to take that shit seriously? That some dude with a fucking phone that's sitting there making these fucking videos and editing them down just to trash somebody and makes it look like, they are exposed to the entire YouTube world. Like, man, get the fuck out of my face with that. Like, how do you find the time to, because let's think about how much time it takes to make one of those videos, right? To sit there and make one of those videos and how much time it took to stew about it before you got to a point and said, you know what? I'm gonna make a fucking video. Fuck that guy. What? you sat there stewing about it. What? Right, exactly. You know what? Let me pop that up here. I keep forgetting that like I have this feature and I like to share the comments. But yeah, there's room in the sandbox for everybody, dude. It's not, calm down, dude. Just because you don't like what the fuck somebody has to say, man, doesn't mean you don't have to. It doesn't mean you have to fucking listen to it. Like, yeah, I heard this motherfucker say some shit like, oh, how old are you, man? Are you 5? I only talk to 4-year-olds. I mean, it's fucking totally tasteless, right? But people find it funny. I find it funny that people find it funny, that he finds it funny, but I also find it funny because he knows this already and he's doing this and making it funny. So it's very, very creative. He makes tasteless comedy work. And I can appreciate that, because guess what? It's funny to me because it's pissing somebody like you off. That's why it's funny to me. If I had to say one reason as to why something that tacky is funny to me, it's because I know it pisses somebody like you off. Fucking Karens out there, dude. I don't I don't understand that. Like, I'm never ever gonna get behind you trying to shut somebody the fuck up. I'm just never ever gonna do that. It's not in my fucking DNA. Like, I can't get myself to be that guy who's going to be like, let's shut them down. I'll drag your ass until you're ready to quit if I fucking hate you enough, but I've never gotten to that point with anybody here. The only people that I would have are people that already have all that happening to them right now, getting dragged and dragged and dragged and dragged because they did it to themselves. But I don't know them like that. I'll pop them, put in my 2 cents in a chat. Sure. But I don't know them to sit here and fucking dedicate my channel to fucking, wrecking their entire image. Exactly, dude. Like, what's up, Dari D? It is not that serious, man. We're all here just to have fun. You know what we're here to do? We are here to talk shit. That is what we're here to do. Sometimes when you talk shit, it's deep shit, and it's great. When it's deep shit, it's great. You're lucky when it becomes deep shit. But I'm not always going to be deep, right? Sometimes I might just get up here and fucking bitch and moan about somebody who emails me trying to get me to hate somebody. Oh, you don't know the real misery. Let me show you. Get the fuck out of my face with that, dude. I can't relate to that thinking. I can't relate to that thinking, dude. Let's see what Soulful Music has to say. Such a waste of time. These people who dox and cause BS and spread hate and discontent must have no lives. I can't be bothered to even take a picture with my phone, let alone make a damn video. And that's another thing, man. Let me tell you something, dude. If you are bitching and moaning about doxing somebody, you can't make videos doxing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. You can't. You got to pick a side. If you're gonna be loud about a side, then you gotta pick it and stick with it and stick to the rules of that side, man. You can't, that eye for an eye bullshit doesn't fly. That's bullshit. You can't, you gotta be, I mean, this is a fucking, this place is a fucking arena, dude. It is an arena. I mean, you have this platform to get as creative as your mind can imagine and make a video that is creative, that is, fucking just outwit them. If you can't ignore them, outwit them, but don't try to shut them down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. People don't understand that shit. People don't understand when they go out of their way to try to get somebody shut down or have their channel taken away. What you're doing is you're fucking with your own freedoms. You're risking your own freedoms. Because what happens, man? What happens when you go to mom and dad and your siblings and you're fighting and you're this person, he won't let me watch the TV. He won't let me watch what I want to watch. Well, I want to watch this and I want to watch that. Blah 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 blah. And then you know what? Mom or dad takes the remote, fucking shuts off the TV and says, "All right, nobody's watching nothing now. Fuck off." That's what happens. That's what happens. That's what's gonna happen when you push and push and push to try to get Google or YouTube to step in and shut somebody up. Because they got to be fair. They can't just target somebody and go after that one person. They have to go, okay, well, this is a problem. This is why the doxing thing, this is why I'm all for the whole, this is why I'm all for the whole, putting up a reward for catching people who are swatting and doxing and shit like that. this is why I'm all for that, because if we can solve this problem ourselves legally and ethically, I want to be clear about that. But if we can solve these problems ourselves, uh, that's a great thing. I think I think the greatest thing, and this is and you know, and I'm being 100% sincere right now. I think the greatest thing that I've seen on YouTube so far, I think what got me so fired up and so in into having a good, nice peaceful rapport with everybody in the community and a civil rapport with everyone in the community. Uh, I think what got me so fired up about that was the way that Jay handled the Oni thing. That was great. She went and took care of the shit herself, and she put the motherfucker out there. This guy does he's not gonna have the balls to fucking open up another channel and start another channel. He's not gonna have the balls to fucking try to rip somebody off in this community again. That's it. That guy's fucking cooked. I mean, and all it was she went and did some digging and made some phone calls and got the recording and played it and contacted other people and got other people to speak up on what this guy did. And look at the results. Look at the results. She didn't go, hey, YouTube, you need to go get this guy. Yo, what's going on, Joe? Um, they're not, she didn't go, hey, you need to go get this fucking guy right now. You need to shut him down. You need to take away his channel. She was like, you know what? No, what we're going to do is I'm going to fucking find out whose voice is on that fucking call. Who made that fucking call? And then I'm going to play it here so that this motherfucker knows not to ever fuck with anybody here again. And everybody here knows not to let this motherfucker near you again. So, I mean, it worked. It worked. So what Jay did with the whole Oni thing was she proved to this community that it can actually function as a whole and get a problem solved in a civil and legal, rational manner. So if you don't like what somebody's fucking saying, say something about it. Sure. Say something about it. If it's something that they did wrong, okay, fine. Say something about it. But as soon as somebody says something positive about them, don't fucking go flooding their emails with all these fucking videos and all these, come on, man. Start a channel yourself. Start a channel yourself and speak up on it. Speak up on the things that you disagree that they're doing. But don't troll other people's channels because you don't have the balls to fucking start a channel and speak up against that person. That doesn't make any sense. Nobody's going to respect that. Nobody's going to respect what you have to say. I'm not going to respect what you have to say. I'm not going to respect an anonymous email. You guys don't seem to understand that shit. Trolls don't seem to understand that shit. There's nothing. What you do does nothing because of where it comes from, because of the base of it. The base of it is an anonymous person with no name, no personality to put to it. Nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing. So I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish. I just don't respect anything that comes from an anonymous, you know, I don't. I'm not law enforcement, man. I'm not trying to convict anybody of a crime here. I'm just trying to enjoy this platform. I'm trying to do it my own way. So I mean, and you're not going to come along and start, you know, I mean, that's if I'm at a party, right? If I'm at a party and I engage in a conversation with somebody and the conversation is fantastic. It's one of those, oh my God, really? Yeah, wow. And it's fantastic. And there's this great exchange and a great energy between me and that person. You know, uh, you're the equivalent of the the person sitting in the corner that nobody knows who they are and comes up and just starts trash talking the guy like, hey, listen, and gets in my ear and goes, hey, listen, one thing you should know about this guy is that he used to do this and this and this, and I heard that he did this and this and this, and his mom said blah 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 blah, and what this other person, the neighbor, said blah 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 blah. That's what that's gonna do is that's gonna make me go, what the fuck is with this? Yeah, I'm gonna go, okay, man. Yeah, thanks. Okay. And I'm gonna take off. I'm not gonna take that person seriously in the slightest bit. So that's what you are. When you hide behind a fake name and start trashing somebody, that's what you are to me. Yeah, let's see what Devil Mike said. It's like somebody shouting names out their car window on the freeway. It means absolutely nothing. Listen, I'm going to share with you guys a little secret about road rage, okay? I'm going to give you guys a tip, okay? This is fucking truth. And this is why you guys tune in, okay? Because you guys want those wise tips, right? Those glare wise tips. And I'm going to share one with you. When you're on the road, right? Somebody cuts you off or does something fucked up to you on the road and it's their fault. Let me tell you something. And if you do it to somebody else, why do you laugh? You laugh as soon as the thought of you doing it to somebody else, it's fucking funny. When when the thought of you fucking somebody else on the highway or on the open road, that's funny. When it's somebody doing it to you, it pisses you off, which is fucking hilarious to me. But I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna keep going with this thought. So, whenever somebody and I'm gonna use it as an example at the same time. So, whenever let's say when you do that shit to somebody else, what happens? They fucking get mad. They give you the finger. They go, fuck you, buddy. And you fucking do what? You laugh. You crack up. You simply just laugh, right? Because it's so amusing to you that they got so mad, right? So I'm going to give you some advice. If you're that person that when you get cut off and you get mad, right? Don't give people the finger. Don't ever do that, right? Because that indicates that you're angry, right? That indicates that you're angry. What you do is you give them a thumbs down and a shake of the head in disapproval. This is very, very effective. This is extremely effective because I think that has more of a way of getting that person to fucking actually reflect on the bullshit they just pulled on the road. So I think it's a very, very effective way to get them to think about it and consider not doing it again. Because what happened is if you gave them the finger and you laugh at them, then, or you get mad at them, right? They're going to laugh at you. They're going to laugh at you and they're going to think about the fact they're going to go home and go, oh man, I just did this shit to somebody and you should have seen how mad they got. You're going to laugh about that shit. You're going to tell people about how they got mad, not about how you fucked up. But if somebody just gives you a thumbs down, like, dude, you're like, fuck. Yeah. All right. So give people the thumbs down, not the middle finger. I promise you. It's you're way more likely to get a positive result from that. Somebody's more likely to think about their actions. Let's see. When I get in my car, the profanity flows like water. When they actually see inside the car, they see 48-year-old grandmother who greets them with the middle finger. Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, road rage is the most ridiculous fucking thing to get mad about, dude. Like, it really is. I mean, because I could see getting road rage when you actually get into an accident. I can kind of see that happening. If somebody does something so fucking stupid and somebody got hurt, I could see. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but I can understand somebody getting angry and reacting, but not. I'm not getting I'm not seeing anything real rational behind, almost getting in an accident and being like, fuck, whew, I got out of that, and then being like, motherfucker. That's totally irrational. That's doesn't it there's nothing that's going to come out of that except someone laughing at you at your reaction. That's all that's going to happen. So I don't recommend doing that. Yeah, that's another thing. I think that's that right there. That right there is the solution to road rage right there. Everybody buy a fucking gun. Okay? Right there, you just solved mass shootings and you solved road rage because nobody's going to flip out on you if they know you're carrying. Nobody's going to do that. So, go get a psych eval and go to the range, learn how to shoot, buy yourself a gun, and then if everybody else has a gun, everybody's gonna be pretty much civil to each other because they don't want to get fucking shot. What's up? I want to call you. I'm doing that. I'm calling you A. Andrews. I'm just doing, I'm calling you A. Andrews. Like I would call Aaron A. Aaron. Yeah, and I feel like the older you get, the less you give a fuck, right? The older you get, the less angry, the less likely you're to get angry with people on the road. I've noticed that old people don't give a fuck, and they're the ones pissing people off, which is the funniest shit in the world. Like I'll be riding in the car with my mom, and my mom's driving, and she's like, she's like in her 70s, and she's gonna be like, she'll be like, doo-doo-doo, and she'll be like, well, I'm just gonna do this, and I'm sure they're going to stop, and well, I'm sorry. and, and if somebody, she'll, instead of being like, well, what the fuck are you doing? Move. Instead of doing that, she'll be like, well, are we gonna decide to move, or are we gonna sit here all day? Dude, I'm telling you, once you get old, you just stop giving a fuck. There's no, you get wiser and you start realizing how arbitrary your expression of overexpression of emotions is in a situation like that. It's I'm a big fan of seeing that. I'm a big fan of watching that happen. Like everybody's like, oh man. People don't think about things like the way Doc Brown would put it to Marty. People don't think of things fourth dimensionally, and everybody's like, oh man, when I get old, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna hate life, I'm gonna be in pain, it's gonna suck, blah 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 blah. maybe that's true. Some of that's true, but the thing is once you get old, you picked up this thing where you just don't give a fuck about anything. You don't fucking care about anything. You don't. All you have to do is just sit there and wait for the end, and that's it. Like, yep. life is it's gone by, and so there's really no sense in, because think about it, if you think about pain, you know, what's bothering you mostly about pain is not so much the physicality of it. It's the fact that it's bothering you that's making you mad. The fact that it's bothering you. But if you get to a point where you don't give a fuck, pain is just going to be like this regular thing that's you live with, comes with life. You know, old people, you never see them going, oh my God. They never ever do that. Old people are always just like, they don't care. It's so funny to me. Yeah. So yeah, old people are awesome. Old people are so awesome in that sense. Yeah. So I should show this video, man. Hold on. All right, you guys are going to see something fucked up, okay? This is from my group. All right. And Shannon, one of my mods here, and she's my first admin. Shannon, hold on, let me see. What do you call full of old people? So what do I call full of old people? I don't know what that means. I think you're missing a word in that sentence. But hold on, I'm on another screen here on my laptop, so I can't see the chat from the laptop. Give me 1 second. So I've got to see. No. Okay, the wrong thing. This computer's so slow compared to my phone. That's annoying as fuck. Hold on. I'm trying to find this one post that Shannon. Here we go. Here we go. So, all right, here. Hold on. I'm gonna screen share here. Okay. I'm sure you guys can see that. Hold on. So look at this headline first. Like, look at the look at the headline. Motivational speaker lets woman in the crowd during trust fall to teach her to trust. No. Oh my God, dude. So hold on. I'm gonna play it.
Todd Connor. I make the impossible possible, the uncomfortable comfortable. Because
Did I?
Perception
Okay.
is reality.
Did I hit? Hold on. Let me do this again. Sorry. I just learned how to do this. So yeah, I did hit share audio. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I gotta restart it. So you guys gotta see this shit. Hold on. I want to play it full screen. So he lets this woman now. What's gonna? Okay, fair warning, because your mood changes a lot. It's funny at first, but it's fucked up.
One that came up was trust right there. This is from Laura. Laura, come over here, Laura. Big hand for Laura, everybody. I'm going to help you move through the fear to the power of trust, because you and I are going to have a relationship here tonight based in mutual trust. This is a technology I've developed called the Ultimate Trust Fall. Laura, what you're going to do, I'm going to ask you to take one step up there. The first step, signifying the first step towards reaching through the fear and getting to the power.
Silky mullet guy, that's right.
You're going to trust that I catch you. I'm going to trust that you fall. Laura, you trust me. Okay, let's do this. Are you ready? Here we go. When I say let's do it. Okay, Laura, let's do it. All right, right there.
What an oh my god, dude. Dude, that is so brutal. It is so brutal. Right. Look at
you put the power of trust.
But look at this idiot. He just keeps going. She's okay. She's all right. She's fine. How do you have the balls to have a mullet and do some shit like that?
I know it's really dark. Be careful. I've done this a lot. You guys just step up.
Dude. Yeah. So it's one of those things, man. Like when she posted it, the headline made me crack up. Right. And then this guy does that shit and she falls down and now and now yeah, I think she turned out fine. I think the article said that she turned out to be fine, but he fucking knocked her out. Like just to say you can't trust anybody. I mean, that's some fucking dark shit right there. And yeah, she had to have gotten concussed, dude. She had to have gotten concussed. Yeah. Oh shit, what's up, Cassie? Yeah, dude. Like I was so like at first because I started cracking up. I still laugh when I see the headline. That's what blows my mind. I still laugh when I see the headline, and then when I actually see the actual video, I'm like, this guy went from being a total joke to being a fucking evil piece of shit. No, I didn't. Yeah. She didn't right. Cassie, she didn't even like try. She completely trusted this guy. Like there was nothing in her mind that made her go, oh, there's no way that this guy I couldn't fucking get over that. I couldn't get over that. I mean, yeah, she probably sued him. You know, I mean, dude, if you're gonna listen, if you're a motivational speaker, like that's not very motivating. First of all, just like how that philosophy trusts no one because they'll do some shit like that. That's a terrible philosophy. First of all, that's a terrible philosophy because I can't, dude. I, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, a whole lot of Rosie. I'm the same way, man. I get it, but there's no, dude. That is not a. It's not a good philosophy at all, and he. He demonstrated it. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you saw a guy like that in like say like a Todd Phillips movie, and it was in a comedy, you'd be cracking up. You'd be cracking up at that whole thing. Like you'd be laughing at the fact that like this guy's just not a very good motivational speaker at all. You'd be laughing at how graphic the scene was. That's what's so fucked up. But yeah, she probably got PTSD after that. I mean, that's fucking insane. That's fucking insane. But if you saw that shit in a movie, you would crack up. It's so bizarre. Yeah. No, I mean she could have really been injured. Like I'm trying to like I'm laughing at how this guy could possibly think that that was a good idea. This is a guy that this is clearly a guy who put together a plan to be a motivational speaker. Like he worked and got to this point to where he got a stage and he wrote this thing and he in his mind thought it was going to go a very different way and for some reason didn't count on this woman falling backwards onto her head and and being knocked out. It's insane. It's insane. Right, exactly, Cassie. Somehow he thought that was a good idea. Somehow he thought, like, in his mind, this guy, he was like, all right, I'm gonna in his mind, he's like, I'm this is gonna blow everybody away. This is this is gonna be the greatest thing that any motivational speaker has ever done. Like, this is gonna be a game changer. You know, because if you're a motivational speaker, you know he's doing like self-affirmation probably in the mirror before he gets out there. And like he's before he gets on stage, he preps and he's like he's in the mirror and he's doing mouth exercises and right. And then he's like, okay, oh, you got this. You got this. Everybody's gonna know who you are after this. Everybody's gonna know who you are. and it's all because some girl fucking fell on her head and he thought it would be a good idea to have this girl fall on her head and be at fault at it. People blow my fucking mind sometimes, man. People blow my mind sometimes. What a jackass. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you trying to teach? Like, what's the lesson? What's the motivating factor in don't trust anybody because that fucked up shit will happen to you? How is that in the least bit motivating? That's the most discouraging shit I've ever heard. Oh my god. It's what a genius. What's up, Starset? Yeah, we're having a silly night tonight. We're definitely having a silly night tonight. I'm just like really in a good mood, man. I don't have to work for the next 2 days. That's fucking sweet. Dude, this week is fucking yeah, people I don't know, people at my job are fucking funny, dude. Like the people I work with are great. It's like sometimes you get uh it's never even the members. It's it's so ironic. It's like never even the people that like are members there. It's like the guests that are weird. Do I have any more funny clips? Okay, let me find this one thing real quick. Yeah, we could do that. I do this after I go live sometimes, and I just end up going under the, crawling into the YouTube rabbit hole, and I found this one. Hold on. This is gonna be a little dark. Yes, here we go. This is gonna be a little dark, but I stumbled on this the other day and I fucking cracked up. All right, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, wait. I gotta do it this way.
Oh my gosh. Laura, what's wrong? If you want Black history, go back to Africa.
This is inappropriate laugh tracks. This is so dark. The shit that you find here on the internet blows my mind with the simplest shit that could be so fucked up.
Roger Rabbit. That's what I always do when I'm getting it.
Getting what?
Well, you know, when your dad's pounding you. You mean hitting? Do you get hit a lot? Just forget it, okay? Let's do the assignment. Charles, you can trust me, I swear. No, I don't care if you swear on your mother's life. My mother is not alive. I'm sorry. Mine's not alive either. Look, the thing is, my dad does hit me sometimes. But it's my own fault for ticking him off. Well, last week.
Can't believe that somebody thought to do this
when
shit.
You came to school with that black eye, and you said you walked into a door? Yeah, a door named Death.
And how you doing, little partner?
Fine. And it's a little visitor.
Oh my god, look, it's Haley Joel Osment with Chuck Norris with Texas Ranger.
Pardon my French, but I'll be damned.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
Wow. Dude, yeah, that blows my mind. The shit that comes on these fucking things that people create and put on this platform. But dude, the thing is, you gotta understand, whether you agree with that shit or not, like I sit there and I laugh at the audacity that someone has to make this shit and put it up, right? And I think it's hilarious, but it's not that I think that what's going on that sitcom is funny. It's not that at all. I don't think that at all. I think that it's fucking crazy that somebody could think to take laugh tracks and put them on these awfully awkward, horrible moments on classic television. But to me, it's incredibly creative. It's simple and creative, but it's simple in the most beautiful way. And I don't have any desire to want to take someone down for doing that. I don't have any desire to want to shut someone up for doing that. I'm sure a lot of people got really, really angry with what they just saw. But the thing is I think it's beautiful. I think it's absolutely fantastic that we have every single reason. Anybody could right now, anybody could totally just unsubscribe to me just because I shared that and I showed it. And that's fine, you know, because I took that chance and I did it. But but I did that knowing that and being morally okay with it, because you can easily just do that. I might show something like that on my channel, and I might laugh at something like that on my channel. That might offend you, but you're perfectly free to just not watch it or listen to it. But once you get to a point where you're like, I got to take that person down. They have no business doing anything on the internet because they're influencing people and blah, blah, blah. No, when I watch something, I take full responsibility as to how I absorb that information. It's the same exact thing. That's the thing. It's the same exact thing. I take into consideration how I'm going to absorb the information that's given to me. I take accountability for that because somebody emails me bad shit on some other creator, right? Someone emails me this stuff, but I'm I might react to it, or I could just be like, you know what? I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. Now I can freak out and be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna find you, and how dare you post that stuff and send me those emails? How dare you? I mean, I put my email up. I put my email up so that my listeners can contact me. You know, now all I can do is say, hey, come on, do me a favor, don't send me that shit, because it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. Because as soon as I see I mean, it doesn't take shit to read it for a second. I go, oh, okay. But you're the one sitting there taking time to write it. All I'm telling you is it's not going to sway my mind. That's not, I'm not out to shut somebody up. So I can't get on board with what you're trying to do. I can't get on board with your mentality. Um, I can't relate to you in that sense. I have nothing. That's not going to happen. We're just not going to connect on that level because I can't relate to you. I can't come from where you're coming from. There's just no way. You know, either you like something or you don't. And if you don't like it, fucking find something you do. Because sitting there and trying to convince other people to hate someone as much as you hate them, man, that's a complete and total fucking waste of energy and time. Anybody worth a shit, anybody with a brain worth a shit and has any self-respect, they're not gonna their opinion isn't gonna be swayed just because you told them to fucking sway their opinion. Just because you tried to manipulate them into swaying their opinion. Nobody that's worth a shit. It's not gonna happen to. Because to me, the type of people that I want to be around, the type of people that I want to have some sort of inspiration to, are the type of people uh, who there's no way that you can approach with something like that. You they're free thinkers. They think for themselves. They make up their own minds about shit. So, you know, just because, you know, just because one of my listeners likes Kelly Clarkson and I don't, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to fucking block you. I mean, this is a platform where people just kind of get creative and do whatever the fuck they want. But it's a beautiful platform because anybody can do it. And there's a whole bunch of people out there that's for, but you're trying to make everybody think like you do. You're trying to make everybody want to do and agree with everything you do. Man, how boring of a world are you trying to imagine? A world where everyone agrees with you? That sounds boring as shit. I don't want to be part of that world. I don't want to be part of a world where everyone agrees with everything I say. That's fucking crazy. How am I going to learn anything from anybody? Call me selfish, but I want to learn. I want to learn from people. I want to learn from the people that I interact with. So, just not, yeah, we're not going to come from the same place. I'm not going to be able to understand where you're coming from. So, don't waste your time. Just don't waste your time. Take that shit somewhere else. Oh, soldier photos. What's up? Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to stay true to yourself around here. I want to be around, man. I told you I want quality subscribers. Quality. I want people who I can learn from. People I could talk with, not at. That's the kind of interaction I want in my chat. Not and just yeah, man. Take your hatred somewhere else. I don't need that here. Nobody else here in the chat needs it. Yeah, that's awesome, Soul for Music. Thanks. Yo, that's real. That is absolutely real. I definitely got some beautiful people in my chat. And not just the women, Got a bunch of people in here. Very beautiful. Devil Mike is beautiful. You got Joe, who's beautiful. You got Save Robbie, who's beautiful. Not just the ladies. What's up, Audra O? Shimmer Soul. Shimmer Soul. So who's excited about the Coming to America sequel that's coming out? They just finished filming that. I'm excited about that. A whole lot of Rosie. Okay. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. You may tell me. Yeah, I know Devil Mike can play guitar. Yeah. Yeah, he talks about that. Yeah, Soul for Music. Eddie Murphy is definitely yo, and let me tell you something, Cassie, while I got you here, I know you're one of Misery's mods, right? Um, yeah, man, you guys are fantastic. Like, I was in that chat yesterday and I was really blown away by how like you guys were on it. Whenever a troll came up, it was just like just message deleted, message deleted. It was fucking amazing. I imagine a creator like Misery probably requires that. Yeah, I used to play music. Like, oh, you guys want to see something funny? You guys, I'm gonna play one more thing for you, okay? It's the only video of my band, right? It's the only video of my band made. Well, no, well, the only one where you can see me in it, because every time the only person who ever filmed it was the singer's wife. So she would always keep the camera on him, but uh there was this one performance, and of course it had to be the performance that I was like dying of a flu. um but I'll show my ass here just for a second here. This is nothing to really be proud of, but it was fun. I had a really good time in those days. And let's see. Hold on. All right. All right, this is back in the day. I'm the guy playing bass in the Pabst Blue Ribbon shirt. Um, yes, Shannon. I gave Doodlebug and Save Robbie honorary wrenches, because they are awesome. So, yeah, here we go. But we were not called the riot agents. We were we were called Hatchet Face. And yeah, I guess those guys felt the need to hang their banner before our set, which but yeah, the sound quality is not fantastic. And it was a pretty good crowd, but at no point do you ever actually see it. Whoever's filming us, I guess, was just very focused on the stage. And dude, look at how baggy our pants are. I never wear pants that baggy. Yeah, this was just an excuse for us. This is just an excuse for us to jump around and make noise in our early 30s. That's all it was. It was fun. All the other guys were married. I was the only one who wasn't, but I did have a girlfriend at the time. But I was a mess. I drank so much. I did so much cocaine. It was really bad. But I had fun. It's Mario on the right there. Now Mario's hair is all short. He does a really cool little thing with his wife musically now, and I wanted to use his theme music for my for my channel, and he said no because we have different political beliefs, and he didn't want to publicly be associated with me in that sense. Oh, they all went dad on me. Yeah, the drummer's a cop now. Great drummer too, but he's a cop now. Yeah. So that was yeah, that was one of the funner times in my life. But and what I really loved about doing that, it was really just getting together with them. Uh I enjoyed practice more than I enjoyed playing shows. Like I still like to play shows, but practice for me was my favorite thing, because it was just fun to like compose the music and collaborate. um when it's one thing to do something cool and creative, but it's a really cool thing when you're doing something cool and creative. um it's when you're doing something cool and creative, um and excuse me, and but you're doing it with other people to make one end product. And I don't like to use the word product, but you know, it's just cool when you know you have two or three other guys that you get creative with and you get together with and you hang out with. and and one of the fun things to do is just to strap on an instrument and go inside the studio, and somebody just will start playing a riff, and then a day later you've got a fully written and performed song, which is just a really cool feeling. Something that like I would go home and I would write a riff, and I'd have the whole thing of how it sounds in my head, and then I would take it to those guys and be like, hey, check it out. What do you think? And I would hear in my head the drums completely different, the guitar completely different, vocals completely different, and then I would realize that the way that they played it sounds better than the way it did in my head. And that's always a really exciting feeling when that happens. um it's something that's really cool. So I do miss those days, and um and and I would like to, if I had more time, if I had more money for like equipment, um for like gear, I would definitely try to start something else just for fun, because I do miss that. I miss collaborating with other people and making music. That was that's easily my all-time favorite thing to do. I mean, I live in Knoxville, so I'm sure I could probably get some gigs, maybe. I'm sure there's other musicians here. If not, I would just move back to Atlanta, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, see, soldier photos. I could never really do that. Um, I think only one time in my entire life, I thought of a melody and then was able to manifest it through an instrument. But normally I just fiddle with an instrument until something catches my ear that I play by accident, and it catches my ear, and then I'll just keep going with it. Um, Oh, I can't play guitar because it's in my buddy's room. I keep managing to get it out of his room, and I don't think I could play this late anyway because it's really late and there's everyone else in this place is asleep. So I'm lucky that I can even go live and talk. It just turns out that it doesn't seem to keep anybody up or bother anybody. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll end up messing around with something on here one of these days. But I think I'm gonna call it, guys. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of laughs, man. That's been a while since I laughed that hard. You guys are really fun. Thank you guys. But yeah, maybe next time I'll play, but I don't know. But yeah, even if I was like, yeah, sure, okay, I couldn't because I don't have it right here with me, and it's in a place that is in a room with people who are asleep. That is not in my room, and I'm not just gonna walk in there and get it. So yeah, I'm really glad that you guys had a nice time here. I always have a nice time with you guys. You guys are really, really, really cool. And by the way, so I don't know if I don't know. We'll discuss it next time. I'm just going to let it go for tonight. Thinking out loud there, guys. Disregard. Thanks, Joan Brown, Robbie's mom. That's so awesome that you're in here. Come by anytime. You're always welcome here. Thank you. Tracy L, good night. Devil Mike, yes, sir. See you next time, buddy. You guys be good. I love you very, 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 very much.